Meta has positioned itself as the next major contender in the rapidly evolving robotics industry, announcing plans to develop a comprehensive software platform that other companies can license to power their humanoid robots. The strategy, revealed by Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth in recent interviews, mirrors Google's successful Android model for smartphones and represents Meta's latest multi-billion-dollar bet after augmented reality. Bosworth describes this as an AR-sized bet that suggests billions in investment, with the fundamental belief that hardware is not the bottleneck for robotics advancement. Unlike competitors Tesla and Apple, Meta's primary focus is not on building and selling robots directly, but on creating the intelligence that powers them, following a platform-first strategy that could reshape the entire robotics industry. Meta's software-first strategy represents a fundamental departure from the approaches taken by competitors like Tesla and Apple. As Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth explained, he doesn't think hardware is the hard part of robotics. While acknowledging that hardware development is challenging, he identifies software as the true bottleneck. This insight drives Meta's strategy of developing both its own prototype humanoid robot called Metabot and the underlying software platform that other manufacturers could adopt. The company's robotics division, established within its Reality Labs hardware unit and led by former Cruise CEO Mark Whitten, is pursuing this dual-track approach. The ultimate goal is not to become a hardware manufacturer, but to create a licensing model where any robotics company can use Meta software as long as their robot meets specified requirements. The technical centerpiece of Meta's robotics ambition is what Bosworth calls a world model, an AI system capable of simulating complex physics required for tasks like dexterous manipulation. To illustrate the challenge, Bosworth demonstrated by picking up a water glass during his interview, explaining that while robots can run and perform backflips on stable ground, they either crush delicate objects or spill all the water immediately when attempting to grasp them. This world model represents the core AI challenge that Meta believes is the true bottleneck in robotics advancement. The platform leverages Meta's advances in artificial intelligence, particularly through its newly formed superintelligence labs led by former Scale CEO Alexander Wang. This focus on fundamental AI capabilities rather than specific hardware designs distinguishes Meta's approach from competitors. Meta has structured its robotics initiative with experienced leadership from both the autonomous vehicle and AI industries. The robotics division operates within Meta's Reality Labs hardware unit under the leadership of Mark Whitten, former CEO of Cruise, who brings extensive experience in autonomous systems development. The AI research component is handled by Superintelligence Labs under Alexander Wang, former CEO of Scale AI, which provides crucial expertise in data annotation and model training. Overall oversight comes from Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth, who manages Meta's broader hardware and technology strategy. This organizational structure combines autonomous vehicle experience, AI research capabilities, and hardware integration expertise, creating a comprehensive approach to the robotics challenge. The division is authorized to hire approximately 100 engineers as part of Meta's broader $60 to $65 billion investment in AI infrastructure for 2025. Meta enters a crowded and competitive robotics landscape where major tech companies are pursuing different strategies. Tesla has regularly demonstrated its Optimus robot, though often in highly controlled scenarios, pursuing a vertical integration model similar to its automotive approach. Apple is reportedly developing both tabletop robotic devices and exploring humanoid concepts for potential release by 2027, likely focusing on premium consumer applications. Google has doubled down on robotics through DeepMind, recently introducing new AI models specifically designed for robotics applications. Meta's Android-style platform represents a fourth distinct strategy, focusing on software licensing rather than hardware manufacturing. The timing appears strategic as Meta has recently received its first autonomous robot deployment in Germany through a partnership with Circus SE, providing valuable real-world data for development. Meta's platform strategy offers several strategic advantages learned from its expensive virtual reality investments. By positioning itself as a software provider rather than a hardware manufacturer, Meta can benefit regardless of which robotics hardware designs ultimately succeed in the market. This approach leverages Meta's massive $60 to $65 billion investment in AI infrastructure across multiple potential hardware winners, rather than betting on a single design. The company has authorized hiring approximately 100 engineers specifically for the robotics initiative, signaling serious commitment while maintaining a focused team size. As Bosworth explained, he doesn't care about Meta being the hardware manufacturer, envisioning instead a future where any robotics company can use Meta software as long as their robot meets specified requirements. This ecosystem approach could prove more sustainable than betting everything on a single hardware design. Meta's roadmap begins with practical household applications like cleaning and laundry folding, with ambitions to expand into broader commercial and industrial uses. The initial focus on achievable tasks allows for incremental progress while building toward more complex capabilities. The company's vision extends to creating a universal robotics operating system that could standardize development across the industry, similar to how Android standardized smartphone development. If successful, Meta's platform could dramatically accelerate robotics adoption by reducing development costs and creating interoperability between different hardware systems. This long-term vision for bringing AI intelligence to the physical world represents one of Meta's most ambitious bets beyond social media and virtual reality. The platform approach allows Meta to leverage its AI expertise while avoiding the manufacturing challenges that have plagued other hardware initiatives, potentially creating a sustainable position in the emerging robotics ecosystem.